All right, welcome back. I know it's a Saturday, and I know it's January 4th today. I keep saying the 6th. I'm a little behind. But, yeah, welcome back. I can't look and see from YouTube what week I'm actually on, just because I'm in the part of the parking garage that doesn't have service. So, yeah, that's kind of where we are today. I'm going to kind of go quick through this because I want to get home as fast as possible after this, just because it's about to be a bad storm. So that's where we are. This week is also kind of fresh just because not much has happened. It's just kind of, watching as time goes. Really, that's all it's been. Socially, how have I been? Socially, not much has happened, mostly just messaging people instead of actually seeing them. I would say last week was more way more, I don't know, I had more stuff going on last week than I do today, or than I did this week, just because, we got to go see a movie. Hopefully next weekend we can do more. Like I said, with that storm coming in, we're not doing much. Okay, occupational wise, just been working. Like I said, I was at work today. I've just been doing the same thing work-wise. Not much has happened on that front. Physical, I've walked more this week than I have any other week. I've walked 3 times this week, so hopefully getting more of that. It's kind of nice. I will say during it, I've been trying to combat like old mindsets that I carried. While I'm walking, I always have the thought of like, oh, I shouldn't be walking around this park because what if someone thinks I'm being weird? No one has said anything. No one's looked at me. So I have kind of been in the mindset of like, whenever I have those thoughts, just to be like, okay, what if someone does think you're weird? What's going to happen? The worst that could happen is they stop you and they're like, hey, why are you being weird walking around? And none of that's happened. So until that does, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I try to walk an hour. So all 3 days that I did it, I walked 1 hour. So that has been nice. It's not getting me to my 10,000 steps, which I've been doing research, not only online, like watching YouTube videos, but also I've been reading like different articles through like John Hopkins, those sorts of things, just to figure out like, is 10,000 really required? It's not. It's about moving. So I personally would like to get to 10,000 because, I want to be able to go farther with my physical health. So 10,000 steps will really help when it comes to, instead of just walking trails, walking mountains or, trekking, those sorts of things I want to do. So yeah, that's really it. Environmental wise, I would almost say like environmental also goes into being outside and walking. So that has just been really nice. It's been chilly out here, but I really enjoy just being outside, like just feeling the sun and looking up at the clouds has been really nice. And just like being outside has been good. Plus I like how easy it feels than previously, being larger. I was able to walk the trails. It just didn't feel, I felt like I got more breathless. So now walking around, I can do the multiple laps and I still feel okay air-wise. So that's been good. Intellectual-wise, I handed in, I have been waiting for things to be graded in a class that I took this fall. And I finally got an answer back and she gave me a 0 because she was like, well, it's, the length of it is too long. So I had to go back in. She said 72 hours on the 31st. And I didn't see it until like yesterday. So I handed it in. Hopefully it's okay. I sent her an email just saying like, hey, I'm sorry I caused this. I didn't know this was an issue. I'm sorry. And she's like, well, I can't discuss it with you because, it has to be through the actual class portal. So I never messaged back, but if I get an answer, good. My sad the part that kind of bothers me is if I don't get a good grade. I had an A all the way up until I got that 0, which brought me down to a B. I was hoping for an A because it'll bring my like GPA up, but if that doesn't happen, then I'm just gonna have to, I'm gonna cancel class and just not keep it, which is gonna suck because I worked really hard on that stuff. But anyway, moving on, financial wise, same, nothing crazy there. Emotional wise, I think I've been trying to be as, I guess, positive than what I normally am used to. I am trying to combat previous thoughts I've had. I think it's a thing that I'm trying to really push for 2025. I think I brought it up here. I can't remember because I've talked to a couple friends about it, but the feeling of there's the me that I'm currently and then a future me that I think I'm trying to push forward to beat. And that future me is, I feel like they are trying to take the front, or take the wheel and make the right decisions when it comes to the person that I'm becoming. But I feel that the person that I still am, or the person that I'm trying to combat, is always stepping in and like self-sabotaging like I'm so used to doing. And I think I'm starting to realize slowly that whenever it is a different, mindset, or a different thing that I'm doing, a different task, or a different way I'm handling something, it could be that it's the way that I'm hoping to respond to things naturally all the time. Like the future me is trying to help me become that, like physically. So I'm trying to take those moments in stride whenever I do have those like negative thoughts that I've previously always just kind of sat in. I'm trying to look at those as like moments of growth. So I'm going to continue doing that as much as I can. Spiritual wise, I on the 1st started my readings again, spiritual wise, and yeah, they've been good. I had a thought where, I was supposed to, one of the spiritual things, it was 365-day thing. I only got to like day 100, and then I stopped doing it. I restarted again, so I'm on day 1, and since it's day 4 today, I have just like been doing day 4, but I'm just gonna continue doing day 4. I mean, there's another program that this company has that I've added onto what I'm doing. So I now have both of those that make up 30 minutes. And they have a third one that just actually started a couple days ago. And I was like, oh, I could add that one and have 3, but I still don't have that first one down. And I'm starting a new one along with it. So I just need to realize that, let's do one thing at a time. There's another 365 days next year that I can do that new one. It'll still be there. It'll be a year old by that point. So, maybe by the time we hit 365 days, it's going to be different. So, yeah, that's the new, like I said, the new mindset I'm trying to go with. Yeah, so that's really it. Next week, I think it's about the same. Not much. It'll probably be just like this. Yeah, I'm happy it's the new year. I'm hoping I can be different and better than I was last year. It's wild to think that it's already January. It's very, very close to the 1-year mark of this. I think I want to spend a day just kind of like going through the different videos that I've made, just because I want to see if there was any growth. Because going back to that self-sabotage thought, I feel like on the 1st I realized that in my head I haven't changed very much. I haven't done much different. Like I don't act, or my personality is all the same. And it's some things that I don't like about myself, and that's things that I've kind of stayed put. I'm hoping I can make that different this year.